Mentioned you said he was long.
Yeah.
Did you do any training to deal with someone that way?
Yeah, we have a bunch of guys emulating his style, but it's always they can't always do it, 100%. But he was super. Not only was he long, he was super tough, dude. He had a really good poker face, and I knew I was hitting him with some big shots, especially to the body. I was punishing that lead leg of his, and he didn't grimace not once. You know what I mean? And he was still putting it on me, dude. He was stalking me down, and that was kind of a surprise. I didn't think that was gonna go down like that. I thought he was gonna try to use his length a little bit more. He was, but I didn't think he was gonna stalk me so much.
You see about 1 minute left in the first period, first round. You started getting inside on him. You started landing a lot of shots.
Yeah,
Were you surprised at how many shots it took before you landed the big one to finish him?
yeah, big time. Yeah, like I was just saying, there's a couple other things that surprised me too. He was just super tough. You know, I went in there like super optimal, dude. I had like the best camp of my life. Everything was across the board. Everything was just on point. So I was going in there to just like finish him soon, dude. Like within, I wanted him out of there within a round. Make a statement. Because I got some other big fights lined up that I want to get at. And so, yeah, he didn't make it easy for me.
So one thing you keep mentioning, you said you since you joined the MMA lab,
Yeah,
never looked so good.
yeah.
But what particularly about the MMA lab is making you so well? What is it that they do differently than your last team?
Well, it's the whole program, man. It's so many different factors, dude. First, you show up there, that those mats are just saturated with UFC fighters and just all around good dudes. And so it's almost if you show up there every single day, it's physically impossible not to get better and even become a better person. So that place is just it's the best gym in the world, man.
You said bigger fights. Which ones do you have in mind?
Dude, I got vengeance on my mind, dude. Before I came to the lab and before I'm getting the sufficient training that I have now. You know, I lost some fights under some you know not the right circumstances. And I just want to get some of those back.
Said
Is
you
there,
made
is
a
there a
statement
top one
tonight.
on your list? Is there one person on your list that you have in mind?
Dude, well, I got my ass kicked by 3 guys. Split decision loss, and then 2 dudes choked me out. So, fuck, either any one of those guys could get it. I'd be more than happy to get back in there with any one of those guys.
You said you made a statement tonight. What statement do you think you made to the Bellator's 145-pound division?
Um, it's just it's kind of cemented what I was already what I'm about. I bring the heat, dude. Also, I chuck. I go in there and I start throwing. So, I hope I haven't watched the fight or anything, but I hope that came off. Came off a little bit in the fight.
Can you, can you break down that finishing combination that you threw?
Yeah. So he's like I was saying earlier, he's super long. So I was gonna have to slip and dip on him. Slip and rip and just start throwing. You know. I wasn't gonna be able to pick him apart from the outside. And he's like a 74-inch reach. He's like, dude, he's pretty tall. He's like 6 foot or some shit. I don't know. But I knew once I slowed him down a little bit with some leg kicks that I was gonna be able to start landing some big shots.
Those three losses that you had to start your Bellator career, those are the first three losses of your pro career total.
Dude.
At any point, mentally, like where were you at? Because you came into Bellator, lost three in a row right off the bat. Mentally, were you good after that, or were you kind of?
See, the cool thing about me, dude, I'm not that smart. So ignorance is bliss. I was just like, fuck it, I just fucking don't care, So, and those losses, they tickled me a little bit, They like nudged me in the directions like, hey, because before that, dude, I was just so fucking. I was like, what, dude? I'm gonna fucking show up. I'm gonna flip these tires, and I'm gonna fucking spar with whoever's in this room. You know what I mean? I just didn't give a fuck. And so those losses, you start thinking you know shit, and those losses humble you, dude. So you gotta start, searching, because I don't like losing. And I was like, fuck, dude, what's going on, dude? All right, don't take a fight on 2 weeks' notice against Pitbull. All right, don't do that again. All right, fucking Emmanuel Sanchez knocked out 6 of my teeth in the first round, and I still lost a very close fight, a split decision loss, And Strauss just took me to school, so I learned from all those fights.
You just
Six
mentioned
feet.
Pitbull. You mentioned
Yeah.
Sanchez.
Oh.
Oh.
You just
Dude, I
mentioned-
get these. I have implants, dude. So I get them drilled out before every fight. And
That's
so when I train, I wear a mask, dude. It's a fucking headache.
And that's
But
in the Sanchez fight.
yeah, fucking knee right in the middle.
So you just mentioned Sanchez. You mentioned Pitbull. They fight each other. Obviously, you're probably interested in that fight. Who do you think wins?
Of course. I think Sanchez would probably take that.
Sanchez, you said?
I think so.
How cool would that be if he's the champ and you come and challenge him?
Dude, that'd be great, man.
Gonna bench your teeth.
No, dude, I actually got some really nice teeth out of it. Dude, they're fucking clean, dude. I swear. I get them put back in on Monday. My dentist is like, dude, I've never done this before. Like, take teeth in and out. He's like, fuck, this is weird. He's like, but I'll do it for you. He's,
So for fights, you have
dude,
to come out and
yeah. So I'm from Los Angeles County, and I live in Phoenix, Arizona. So before every fight, like, I do my last hard sparring session on Saturday, the week before the fight, and I'll drive back to my dentist and like take my teeth out real quick, dude, and I'll fly out from LAX to where, like, to here.
How's your insurance?
Dude, I don't think he charges me,
Really?
or maybe he charges you guys, Bellator. So,
Best dentist ever.
yeah, he's fucking cool.
Those 3 losses, do you think they were necessary to get to the point that we're at now?
Yeah, dude, I'm a fucking retard, dude. So, like, my whole life has just been these type of lessons. Like, you know, people tell you like, hey, don't drink and drive or do this shit, and then and you're like, yeah, for sure, I'm not gonna do that, and then you get a DUI when you're a teenager, and you're like, oh, all right, I won't do that now. You know, that's just my personality type. I had to learn shit the hard way, and I was 12-0, 10 finishes. Bellator signed me, and they were all stoked, and I was all stoked, and you know, I didn't really change things up in my camp. You know, Eddie Chong, my head trainer back home, he was, you know, he would make references and shit, you know, but I'd kind of just like, I think that's cool, yeah, but I wouldn't really follow through, and you know, the formula was working, you know, so yeah.
Who are some of the guys in the lab that you know the most that you can sparring with?
Yeah. Well, everybody there, dude, like, helps you so much because, say, like, dude, some of the bigger guys or the smaller guys, even if you don't really train with them, you see them putting in work, and you see them, like, the way they carry themselves, and you see the way they're, you know, handling business, and you're like, oh, fuck, you know, and the mirror neurons start firing, and you're kind of like, oh, I could do that too, you know, and so everybody there is just leading by example, and there's so many guys, dude. You know, Scotty Holtzman just fought last week, Johnny Case fought tonight, Dave Bulldog Machad, Mario Bautista, Kyler Phillips, Sugar Sean O'Malley, like, dude, there's so many. There's a lot.
Henderson?
Huh?
Ben Henderson?
Oh, dude, yeah. See, I can't even consider him like a teammate. He's like on like a god level, dude. That guy's. The first month that I was first month that I started training there, that's when I knew like that place was the real deal. It was like 115 outside, and I was changing a tire, and dude, I didn't really know what I was doing. It was like, because it was a little difficult, and I was just kind of like struggling out there. I'm fucking dripping sweat. I'm just like, yeah, what's going on? And trying to figure it out. And then he comes, like, brand new Escalade, and he just parks. He's like, what's up? You need help? And I was just like, nah, dude, it's cool. Get out of here. Like, go home. You have kids and shit. Don't be out here in the heat. And he stayed right there. He didn't really know what he was doing either. He just kind of stood there with me in the sun and was just like, yeah. It's like, oh, I think that's it. And, you know, you try it. And so we both figured it out. We're out there for like 15 minutes, dude. And he's like, all right, later. And he just left. And I was like, other dudes were kind of just like driving by, and they're just like, oh, they're like, you know what I mean? They're like, don't make eye contact. But he stopped like right away and was just like, no, I'm handling this shit. And so that's when I was like, dude, I was sold. Like, that guy's like, yeah, that guy's a different level, dude. He's a high quality man, that's for sure.
How's Wednesday for Guam with the title shot, and who do you think you have?
Dude, man, I don't really think about that type of stuff, dude. You know, I do have, you know, a good song comes on the radio, and I'll do have like some little wishful thoughts and like daydream about certain shit like that. But at the end of the day, dude, there's so many other shit, like stuff that I have to focus on, like with training, like this very like self-centered type of stuff, you know, because all that other stuff, you know, Bellator is cool and everything, dude, but they're not gonna give me what I want or what I asked for. So I don't even worry about that shit, you know. I just make sure I'm optimal across the board in life, and, you know, bring my best foot forward, man. And bring everything I got. More so worry about that type of stuff.
You said you wanted to finish him within a round. It took you a little bit of time to figure him out. What was going through your head in the early moments?
It was just I don't really know, dude. It was almost like a little, just kind of like, just being about that action was kind of like what is going in my head. Like it was like only a matter of time. Just gonna keep going, keep pressing him, keep pressing him. Something's gonna open up. Something's gonna open up. Just like kind of like, I don't know, little butterflies in my tummy, dude. I was all excited. I just was waiting for that fucking opening, and you know, I'm glad he gave it to me in the third round.
Where did he cut you? Bloody nose, lips?
Yeah, dude, I had allergies like super bad all week, dude. I've been blowing my nose all nasty, and I had like big old like globs coming out. And I was just talking to my trainer about it. Like, it was really fucking cool. Like, I've never really experienced this in a fight. Like, I was just breathing, during the fight, and like a big old like snot rocket came out, and it was all red. And it like landed on his chest, dude. It was kind of fucking cool. It was like slow motion. I was like, oh fuck, dude. I was like, my bad. It's pretty cool. Huh?
Did you notice it?
Nah, I think he had other things to worry about.
One or two more?
That's a good. That was awesome. That's a good one.
Dude, I think the biggest thing for me, dude, I'm trying to be like a martial artist. You know, I'm learning like martial arts has like enriched my life so much, dude. Like it's made me such a better person. Like I used to be like a shithead, dude. I wasn't like the best dude around, and you know, this journey, dude, and the people that you come across, like, man, fighters are so humble, dude, and like fight fans are super cool too, and they're always like kind of uplifting and, you know, kind of nudge you to always like better yourself, and I'm just so grateful for all this shit, man.